Here it is, onto the rift. Here we go. Game number 3, everybody. Let's see which way this series will turn. UCAM and Heretics going at it hell for leather so far. And let's see who's going to take control after this game. Now, if we're looking at early game, we saw last time Heretics, they tried to make a lot out of it. They didn't get much done. This game, I think they're really going to be trying to improve on that performance.
It's going to be massive. For me, the most important point is the bot lane right now. Is Jack Spectra and Viking going to be able to neutralize? And this time around, we don't see a level 1 invade, which this time UCAM is very much prepared, as you can see them checking. And this seems like a pretty common and standard start. Both junglers start on the top side, farming into the bottom side of the map, and ensuring to... I think we're going to see a fistfight bot lane again, because both junglers are going to end up there. So this is where my focus is on. And
I mean, Duel literally came out with a sign that said bot gap. You know, I think we expected a fist fight when we came into the series. That's exactly what we've got. And to be fair to Duel and Zamalek, he called the bot gap. We've kind of been getting one, and look at it, starting again at level 1. The trade is massive.
It's so important if you play Hamlet support and your jungler asks you sort of to leash in the lane. Just say, yeah, if we leash lane, we lose the game. So this is exactly what the benefit of topside start from jungle is. They get into this lane situation. They get to place the high mid turret early down, and you can see how massive damage they came up. And Zamalek already has used 2 potions. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack Spectra. As we see some trading in the mid lane going on. And I'm really excited to see, okay, where's the first, like, really killing blow starting?
Both the junglers now heading into that bot river. Okay, Belveth is going to have the inside track to bot lane. Jack Spectra, he's so low. If Tiger maybe gets himself a flash void surge. Does Blue Resort know that Belveth is there? Flashing from Whiten. I think they don't. He has to get on top of the carry. Zamalek flashes away. Blue Resort looking for the kill. Who finds first blood? I think it's Belveth finds it. 1 for 1 in the end, but it's carry for support. And mid lane, Swiru goes in for the dive and gets traded back. You wanted chaos, Blackgater. You called it. That's exactly what we've got again.
We got the fist fight in bot again. Same thing happened in game 1. Bot lane is the style of the game, it's the name of the game. Of junglers pathing down to bot, doing these camps and trying to be influencing that lane first. Let's see what's going to happen. Tiger's looking in for invade. It's spotted out.
Do they know the Nocturne is there now? Now it's Tiger maybe with less lacking critical information. Zamalek not moving just yet, but Swiru, he's going to be there first, and now he Void Surges out to safety. Hits the above and below. Duel throwing out the grenade, still poking and prodding Akali. Not super strong at level 4, already heading back to mid lane, and Zamalek heads over with the Ashe. There's the contest, and it's picked up by the Belveth.
Really good pickup by the team of UCAM, and you could see I asked, hey, they need to be coordinated, and they really did, because they realized, oh, Varus has to go base and Ares is on the map. We can contest this rep buff. They get the rep buff. It's really important. Let's look at the replay in mid lane. Oh, he missed the E. He gets, yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. He's like flaring up the Fnatic side, asserting dominance. At the end of the day, it's 1-for-1 trade. Both TP into lane. However, there's like a level discrepancy going into Zyro's favor, and this is exactly what I've been talking about on the draft. This matchup is supposed to go in the way of Akali, so we hope to see that there's some influence on the side from the side of UCAM to be able to pick up that and help Heretics really out.
Blue Resort now getting aggressive into that topside jungle, but he's going to walk slap bang into Tiger looking to contest the camp. Akali's on the recall. I don't know if either of the mid laners are going to get involved. Blue Resort finds the smite. He's got the value. He's got the money in his pocket. Now if he can just get out with it, it's all good. But the absconder dot lands. Chain onto Nocturne. He hasn't got the flash, and Belveth with a big punish.
Beautiful setup. Beautiful execution, the above and below hits, and then the E from Silas hits. They get the stun, they get the kill, and this is really important for this mid jungle dude to pick up this, because not only now Belveth has 2 kills, Silas also got the kill, and he needs that kill because he was struggling in the mid lane because of the matchup. And
isn't this just completely symbolic of the entire series? UCAM will not let Heretics get away with anything. They walk into contest one camp, and UCAM are like, no, we're not just gonna let you walk away with this. This is our Raptors, and they'll chase you down and find the kill. They're so confident that they will not let Heretics just do what they want on this map, and this has now resulted in them being in possession of the early gold lead for the first time this series.
It's really important that this happens because as we saw, the Herald fight's gonna come in, and we see some shoving in. And not only what's happening because of these kills is Nocturne is level 4. So there's a big chance, or there's a chance that Nocturne will not be level 6 if he loses another camp to the sides of Belvav in order to be relevant for the Herald fight. Yes, Belvav has not like an active ultimate. However, her ultimate gets here access to the true form. You do damage over time. Not damage over time, you do 2 damage. Every second auto attack. So for Belvav, getting level 6 is really important, and for Nocturne it's also really important to get level 6. And I'm curious to see if Nocturne will manage to get level 6. My prediction is it could be off by a small margin, but once again, it seems like we are getting some bot lane shenanigans.
Yeah, the party comes round again. It's a pretty regular calendar occurrence in this series, and Tiger's got the inside track onto Jack Spectre. They find that heal. He doesn't quite have flash. He's about to get it back up. I think he's going to find it just in time as the Royal Maelstrom comes out. And they drop low, but they won't drop down.
They drop low, however, they still live. And now that gave a lot of time to Nocturne to farm up. They get the Skull Crab. And Belvav has reset right now, spent some money. And now the point of contention comes in. The Herald. You see Jack Spectre will crash in this wave, and I really like what Duel is doing. He's blocking this wave in order to force them to overstep and probably have to cancel their base. He stops both bases, really important, because now he can reset. Yes, he won't get level 6, but this will lead into the Herald discussion. If bot lane now reset, and as you can see, they stop their base, because if they reset, it would mean that Ashe would be first on the map, push out, and then shift towards the Herald, which is exactly what we talked about. And if Nocturne is not able to come here. So this is a huge play from Duel. This is a huge benefit for them. And
it's so tight down there. The damage, the boldness he is stepping up to trade, and the value he got just from annoying them a lot in that bot lane, now setting them so far off the pattern they want to be on this recall. Now we do see them start to tend up maybe towards mid and top, but Tiger wants to find aggression onto the Akali, taking the initiative with a stolen Silas. Akali ult. They won't commit to the full fight though.
The Herald is already low, 2k HP. It looks like they're giving that, or not realizing that the Herald is actually being taken right now. It's gone.
And Tiger's in the middle of 3 people right now, tries to flash to safety with the voice surge, finds the above and below, still has the Royal Maelstrom with the damage reduction, and in comes the support from Duel, but it's not there in time. Akali's already found the kill. Can they at least find the trade? Zyru slipping away under cover of the Shroud. Ash Arrow goes through the goalposts, and Ibo can cover the retreat. Looks like Heretics. Will they finally be able to get away with something for free? Hattrick says absolutely not, but I don't know if he can get the job done.
Heretics gets away with murder. Did they get 1 kill? Not only that, the base is going to be...
Hello? Zamalek has to flash away. I guess that's great value from Ibo, and no one can actually do anything about it.
This is huge, because now, like, Jack Spectre gets a wave to crash in. He is gonna make... Oh my god, I can't...
He's got the damage. Duel, 1 more point strike, and there it is. Wyro finds it. Duel too aggressive on the position that time, and Zamalek still ends up going down.
This is so huge for Jack Spectre. He got the breathing room. He got 2 waves crashing in. It looks like he also got the plate. Heretics come out on top. They get the Herald. They get multiple kills. They get waves crashing in. And this is a really, really important play for them. And it's really, really... But we look at the replay. Like, he got stopped the recall. Is he on a ward? It looks like he's on a ward. Ivo pops the World Ender. Gets the flash. Gets the kill. Nice kill pickup. And this is also benefiting them very, very well, because he got the kill in the top lane, and he has a small CS lead. That's not too detrimental. However, the big important part is the Akali. We have seen what the Akali can do. We have seen it in the last game. So 3 kills on Akali, that spells disaster.
Belveth trying to start up the Dragon here, and I'm not sure if they will be contested by the Heretics, but honestly, man, it feels like it's been so long since Heretics got a clean advantage on the map that the momentum was slipping so far away from the Bluerosaurus there, but he's on vision. Dragon picked up another first Hex Tech for UCAM, but now Heretics, are they going to pressure for more? Looks like they don't want to commit. They don't have the position in place.
Blue buffs getting handed over. Heretics lose the Drake. That's not so bad for them. It could be, again, like it's good for UCAM to get that Dragon stacking on. We know that's for sure a good soul. It's not going to be Cloud Soul. It can be Infernal, Ocean, or Mountain Soul. If you ask me, what would spell disaster for Heretics would be the Mountain Soul, because any more resistance that the enemy team gets is going to benefit them, and it's going to like lower the threshold where Akali can kill them. And we see the Heralds getting dropped. It's just going to be a plate Herald, tradings of ult, not being happen so much. So again, bot lane a focus point. And I'm curious to see how they can like use that lead that they just got to be able to really get going. Because bot lane, yes, has been like the name of the game where they keep fighting. However, mid lane is also a point where I'm curious to see, okay, hey, how is this going to turn out? And I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. I think we're going to a stage where there's not going to be so much fighting for the next couple of minutes, and we will see just teams trading waves.
Yeah, and for UCAM, after such a strong start, being able to match Heretics on their plays and getting the 2 kills for Tiger, that could have been the momentum completely gone in this third game and gone in the series, and they would have snowballed to their third win. Heretics, though, find those clutch picks, and now they're looking to follow it up. There's the dive, a great stopwatch by Duel, but it will only delay the inevitable, I feel. Bluerosaur steps back, gets the 1 kill, but Tiger, now ready for the trade, gets the empowered Belveth form, and Jack Spectra's on his own. Who do they want to find? Who's the priority target? Whiten and Zweiru. Maybe are they trapped on the wrong side of the jungle? Ash Hour connects, they found the Karma, but the Akali, this is one slippery champion and will dash over the wall. Hatrix has the stolen ultimate though, the hijack coming in huge. Can they seal the deal? Can they get it done? Onto Jack Spectra and the chains onto Akali. Hatrix will never let them get away with anything.
You can turn it around. Engaged by Nocturne. They get 1 kill, but they get 3 kills back. And they got 3 kills on Silas, 4 kills on Belveth. Both have their mythics completed. The game looked very good and very favored for Heretics, but they keep doing it. They get a lead and they throw it right back into the hands of UCAM. 3 kills for Silas, 4 kills for Belveth. They are in this driver's seat. They are able to set up for success, but we see a top lane fight.
Duel's going to be there first. Whiten close behind with a shield if needed. They need to secure this kill now, and it will be found. Doxy there, the benefactor, and now Karma with nothing to do but retreat. UCAM, they refuse to submit time and time again. Now Tiger's got the inside track. Whiten doesn't see this coming. Knocked up as above, so below, and finds it with the flash.
Gets another kill. 5 kills on Belveth. They get this, probably this will result in another top lane, and you can see how important it is to impact the map as support. Yes, you're playing a lane dominant support, but we get back to the point of origin where it all started. We see, oh, they want to take this bot lane turret. You see the Akali's already moving, and I think it's a bit too early. They try to burst down the Heimerdinger. Stopwatch is coming out. The fear goes through, gets cleansed. Then, yes, the Heimer dies. They get 1 kill, but they can't just redive, and now is the point where it's coming to disaster. Ashe will watch the Ashe. It lands, they get the Karma, they get to the first kill, and then it's like chase. Okay, Akali has no R2. The R2 from Heretics coming out. Jack Spectre flashes out. Tiger is chasing. They're both chasing. They get the kill, and now both Suns land. They get 1 easy kill. 600 gold, shutdown gold for the Belveth, and we're coming back into the game. And again, we are on the Herald, which is going to be taken by Heretics, and probably what we're going to see is like trade off the size of the map.
Yeah, this Silas and Belveth combo, man, it's so sticky. Once they decide that they're coming after you, there's really very little you can do about it. Now, Zweiru, who's popped the Shroud, isn't going to be under assault under the tower. That maybe would be a bit of a bold maneuver, but Bluerosaur, he's grabbed the Herald. Let's see what he wants to do with it. Looks like he wants to get this top lane opened up. They commit onto Doxy. They've got the 3 versus 1. We saw this before in game 2, but this dive looks a lot sketchier as the Aatrox's been pulled in. Doxy does find the trade. The top lane winner will not make it out.
We have seen this again, 1v3 situation, Doxy gets another 1-for-1. We have seen this in game 1, we have seen this in game 3. This is really good for the sides of UCAM, because not only it's a trade, yes, they get the Drake as well, they have 2 Drakes, it gets the second Drake, which means they are on soul point almost, as we had into a pause, which gets me to talk in fashion that is very, very beneficial. So what we have seen on our screen is Doxy overextended, which shouldn't have been happening. However, he trades 1-for-1, and at the same time, UCAM is able to pick up the dragon on the bot side of the map. Maybe they crash in bot lane, but let's go into the replay. You see Doxy is feeling fine, and it's not really realizing that his whole team's on the other side of the map. Nocturne all paranoia coming in. He dodges the fear, the tether, and Ibo is a bit too early. He should have waited for the wave to crash and then redive, and that ended up being a 1-for-1. And the other side of the map, the Herald, not the Herald, the Drake was going down. And I'm curious to see what kind of soul we're gonna get, because Mountain Soul is huge, Infernal Soul is huge, Ocean Soul is huge. These are all souls that we're gonna get. Which one do you prefer and why?
Okay, so I love the Mountain Soul for what you mentioned before, that extra shield. If chaos is coming at you, right, a little bit of extra shield to keep you alive from that initial burst is so useful. And then they have the Heimerdinger turrets that can fire away. They've got the Gnar ult for disengage on the punish. The Silas can start healing back up. Just surviving that first burst can be so important, I think, for UCAM. So the Mountain obviously feels good. I'm a play-by-play. I like Infernal Souls. It makes damage number go up, and that appeals to me.
Damage number go up, appeals to you, very, very good. Yeah. And I really want to highlight what you said with the Mountain Soul, and hopefully this one get to know. Not only you get like the shield from the sword, it also stuns people who build magic penetration. Akali is typically building, you go into the likes of Hextech Proto Belt, and then you're gonna like Shadow Flame. These are items that you normally pick up. Was this a toilet break? It looked like I saw 2 players running back to the stage, but we get here into the replay. The Heimer is faster on the map. They get 1 quick kill, which is super important. It helps Doxy get back into the game. It helps Doxy stabilize this matchup. And this was just a short replay. We're surely going to be back in the game really quick. So what we were talking about was the Mountain Soul and how it stuns builds. It stuns builds in a way where usually you have to build Void Staff or LDR if you're an ADC very, very early on, because you are limiting yourself from doing damage. So if you're playing AD carry and you see a Mountain Soul coming up, you should like really think about, if there's someone who is building 1 armor item, it will already affect them. And we're coming back after the replay. You will see how UCAM is taking the Drake as the cross map and getting control on both sides.
One of the things I love, Blackgater, about the Heimerdinger, the resurgence of Heimerdinger in this support role, is that traditionally, like, for me, and I think in the past, maybe people think of Heimerdinger as you set up in a lane, you just hang out there, you take the 2v1s, you draw pressure to you, and you make this kind of fortress wherever you decide to set up camp on the map. But this Heimerdinger support, I don't know if it's dual especially, or generally if Heimerdinger is just good for this, he's all over the place. He's not just affecting one part of the map, he's affecting everywhere so powerfully on this Heimerdinger pick, using the damage, using the utility. He is not just being like a linear Heimerdinger player, he is still being very, very effective to his whole team from the support pick.
And it's really, really good that you highlight this, because I would contribute that more to like Duel's ability to this Gnar flank coming out. Doxy is in trouble.
We'll come back to that point. I don't think this is looking as good as the last fight, Doxy. He does find the ult as Wairu. So low! Oh my words, that was far too close.
That was way too close as it's supposed to. And you can see those 2 kills that he got almost. And this gotta feel good for Doxy. Be like, next time I will get them. So we were talking about the Heimerdinger and we wanted to highlight Duel. I think it's Duel being able to understand, okay, where do you need to be on the map? And he's always faster than Karma, which means you always have like these slide seconds, and usually in pro play you speak about tempo and you be like, oh yes, what does it actually mean? It just basically means you are able to be faster on the map and be in a position where the enemy team is not a couple seconds. And you saw how those couple seconds impacted the top lane kill, because it was literally 2 seconds which Karma needed to be able to get there, and that was already a kill. So yeah, I think it's really important that Duel keeps doing that and keeps showing his understanding and his knowledge of where he has to be. as well as his itemization is good because he's going into the Rylers, it seems like. And this will help tremendously because you walk through the street and you will get perma-slowed, and so annoying to play against.
Yes, now, oh, hang on a second, Jack Spectre, he's getting aggressed on right here, he's got the flash still, the paranoia is down, Tiger can't find it, takes a tower shot, will flash to safety, Ivo looking for the chase down, and meanwhile Blurs are running, interference in the mid lane, Belvet, he's got a blast cone, Void surges over the wall, looks like he's maybe out, but Ivo's swapped the World Ender, he's got the speed boost, Tiger, no chance, knocked up and down comes the Darkened Blade.
500 goals shut down at the end of the day for Ibo. They tried to look for a pick on Jack Spectre. I think they should just go for the clans that they got and then like look to use the Herald, use the Ashwell once again because the cooldown is lower than the clans. However, they're height of midboard that they can shoot, and so there's a kill going for the sides of Heretics for Ibo, which wants to have this kill because the lane was very old. If we see the Herald's going to be popped up, maybe there's a chance that UCAM is being able to clear before it charges, and you can see people are coming in. Heretics is on the rotation. Heretics is trying to zone them off, and it seems like that this Herald will not get a charge, which is huge, but oh my god. Oh,
yep,
yeah.
There it goes. Not anything achieved right there as Doxy and Ivo once again going at it in that top lane, but kind of feeds back to something I wanted to mention just quickly is the Heretics, they are still in control of that gold lead. It's much more akin to game 1, where Heretics are making plays, UCAM are punishing them heavily on the way out of those plays. The Heretics, they're still ahead. They're still somewhat in control of the gold in this game. And now for UCAM, last game, they had the massive scaling advantage. The longer the game goes, the happier they were. Is it fair to say that in this game as well, or is the fact the Heretics are holding on to the gold mean that they are going to be a real threat still the later this game goes?
I would contribute that to who gets the Mountain Soul. Because in this game, two champions are really being punished for their itemization, which is the Kali and the Varus. The Varus is going to 30. Any bit of armor, you hate that to happen. And so we're gonna see the fight. In 48 seconds, the dragon's coming down. Right now, it seems like Ivo has priority, but Ivo is going to be picked up in the side lane.
Heretics has gone in for the fight, doesn't find the second chain, but the perfect execution maybe gets him to safety. Perfect Everfrost, and now the reinforcements are here. Goes in for the Kingslayer hat tricks. How are you gonna do him like that every time? Blue Resort at least will find him eventually, but now UCAM are the first on the scene. Ivo with the World Ender. Does he want to commit? He's not feeling good about it. Now Zamalek has got the slows coming through. Doxy's about to go Mega, slams him into the wall with the Mega Gnar, and one by one the Heretics will evaporate in the bot lane.
On the brink of dying, Heretics gets another kill, and UCAM is turning it around. 5-for-1 trade and the dragon on top. I think we are going to get to game 4, and UCAM looks really good right now. As you said it, Heretics is throwing stuff at them, and they still fall behind, and they still get ahead on top. It's so crucial. The stopwatch came through. It's just beautiful for the team of UCAM to see. Oh yes, we're getting picked up. Oh, we can save. Oh, I can buy time. They come in and they pick up the kills. They pick up the Drake, and already Heretics has to fear as we get into the replay. This looks like, oh yes, it's just a quick kill. It's overextending. Noxian comes in. He buys so much time with Akali. He F's out. He misses the E, then ults out, which is super beautiful. Stuns them. And here's where it comes to. He has the confidence to go in, lands all his skill shot, goes into the hourglass and buys time. Yes, he dies afterwards. However, this is already a disaster. And now they just need for Ash to come in. And right now you see the slow from the high materials coming in, another slow. Doxy with a beautiful 3-man ultimate hits them against the wall, and the rest of the team slicks up, gets a reset for Beth. Get the dragon and Paranoia. What, from which team?
From Blue Resort. Didn't want to go for duel there, but my word, Blackgater, how can it happen the same way every time where Heretics, they make the play, and UCAM go, alright, turn it on their head, and they're the ones walking away with the advantage every dang time. Now they've got the Mountain Soul point, and in just under 4 minutes, they'll be able to fight for what you've said, it's such an impactful buff if they can secure it. And that's not even to speak of the gold they've been picking up in these fights, as Doxy is getting aggressed on once again, but he's about to go Mega. He's got the TP in for support, does find the stun, there's Heretics with the chain, and it's another punish on the play! Yes. Tiger flashes in, doesn't find the knockup though, they can't extend it further.
They get the flash of Jack Spectre, good flash rate, but this could mean Baron time. You shouldn't underestimate UCAM's damage, because you see, yes, the Ashe is not going for the highest damage build, but you still have the Heimerding. They will look for them to come in. They're just waiting for Doxy to push in the side wave and rotating. They get the pick onto the Kali. She's going pretty low.
She's so low, the Royal Maelstrom can't find the kill just now. Akali will slip away. Hat-tricks, he's got the stolen Varusol. He gets onto a priority target. Blue will escape with the spell shield. Now the tide is turning. UCAM, they're confident, they're going forward for these plays, and you don't see Heretics finding a punish on the way out.
Yes, they're going for this place, and yes, it didn't end up in a kill for them, but I think this still should mean Baron, because Doxy has now the opportunity to move onto it, and at least they for sure getting a turret after this, and ensuring that they have the vision control around the Baron. I think what we're gonna see is like 2 minutes of farming, and then we're gonna see the soul fight coming out. And if you look across the item board, you see 2 items for Baron, 2 items for Silas. Ashe has just finished up her second item. Yes, you have 2 items for almost all people of them. However, I'm thinking like, how's this team fight gonna go? If Akali, Aatrox, and Nocturne doesn't get a huge flank on the backline, it's already spells Assassin. Even if they get the flank, I think the utility of the Heimerdinger Ashe is so impactful that they won't be able to burst them down quickly.
Oh my god, Duel. The man doesn't even have a stopwatch. He's going aggressive. Ashe Arrow lands, Hat-tricks with another chain on the front line, but in comes the fire back from Heretics. They do have the kill onto Duel. He doesn't have the stasis, and Hat-tricks surely not the 1v4 now. Ibo with the flank. This is the play that Heretics needed. Zamalek, he's on the wrong side of the wall. Another falls for UCAM, and the fight continues under the tower. Tiger and Doxy, the only ones left.
It seems like whoever engages first is losing the fight, because this time it's UCAM that lose the fight. However, UCAM is still looking like they're looking. Doxy gets an eye.
Slides him through. There's a knock up onto the Nocturne, but Doxy's going ever lower. He does get back to the tower. Tiger, he finds the reset. Look at the explosion. How does it happen every time he finds it and he gets out?
Double kill for Tiger. We thought, okay, they're gonna try to get this turret, and their spells to disaster again and again and again. Whoever engages first will end up losing the fight. So back to the drawing board. 52 seconds on Mountain Soul. You see, both teams are looking to prepare for the game, but let's start on the replay. Here we see them contesting the river. We see the ultimate hammer grenade comes out. You see the Ashe landing, the overcommitting, but look at the positioning. The rest of the team is so much far away, so it's essentially a 3 versus 2, which leads to them getting those early 2 kills. And then they chase Zamudek, and Zamudek gets out by slower than imagined, but then gets killed. 600 gold for Ibo, double kill, and now it's like, okay, you sure you just want to push it in? Either you go for the Nash and force it, or you're just gonna crash, but they're looking to fight them. Doxy, beautiful sidestep, and we come back into the replay. We don't have so much time to talk. Heimer being Heimerdinger annoying, and
he still doesn't have a stopwatch. This is so bold from him.
I think you have to go for this itemization, because you're the only person who legit can build the anti-heal, which is at this point is kind of needed. And now it's like going to be a point of, okay, who can land pick? If you see 1 or 2 Varus or arrows hitting on people, that could like make the difference in the fight. You see, cycling is positive for UCAM and bot side, and top wave is coming in for the sides of Heretics, but this is going to be it. If UCAM gets this dragon, there's there's some love taps going on.
Yeah, Tiger's going aggressive though. The dragon's already reset. Ashe Arrow will land onto the jungle if they can find Ivo. That's a big pickup. Doxy's over the wall, finds the stun, and now can they fall? Can they find the damage? Tiger's so low, but he's not gone down yet. Dragon is still live. UCAM full control of the pit, but Hat-tricks and Doxy chasing for more. Is this a 1v3 that Silas wants? I don't think it is, but I tell a lie. Goes back in with the chains, forces the stasis, and Akali will not be allowed to live. It's soul for UCAM. It's another kill for Belveth. Hat-tricks, just let him go, man. You've got enough. There's a Baron on the board.
Baron on the board. UCAM gets the fight. it was so close. It was really important that they picked off Ibor, who's this massive team fight at the start of the fight. They ulted him, they stunned him, they killed him off, which then lead them to get the soul. And this is surely going to be the Nash buff. Heretics is feeling like he's getting another kill. And now it's really beautiful to see. And this is the point where I love talking about Bel'Veth. Because Bel'Veth gets in this true form after Herod and Baron Nashor, she gets her true form for 180 seconds. And she spawns these little voidlings. And what I would love to see is that Bel'Veth is the one who's picking up the sideline. But let's go back to the replay. You see the Ash Arrow coming in. The Silas CC chain is coming in. Beautiful two-man Gnar. You see over the wall, you get the first reset. Tiger has kept his E to ensure the damage reduction coming, to ensure he's going to stay alive. Doxy is a little bit overextending and trying to get something more, and then Heretics realize, oh, okay, I need to wait a little bit, back up a little bit for my team to come through. Then they pick up the kills. Tiger is chasing, gets the out of combat movement speed from his true form, gets his shutdown, and this is exactly what I mean. It's the Bel'Veth that should be in the side lane. It's not the solo laner. It's the Bel'Veth that should be in the side lane. You group as 4 people, and then you shift into the Bel'Veth because you're gonna pick up a huge wave, and Heretics is looking for an engage.
They maybe want the fight. They know Bel'Veth isn't there, but the rotation's already coming through. Doxy is able to force the flash from Karma. Ash Arrow comes out, has to be cleansed as well. Look at the pressure from UCAM. They're so powerful right now.
It's so powerful. Not only that, they get the Mikhail's crushable out from Whiting, which was beautiful, perfect time. At the same time, they had the slow push. Bel'Veth is now in the side lane. They have this huge wave coming in, and now they can still rotate to that because it's going to be. Look at these minions. It's 1v3.
This 4 on top of him slides away. My only question that I had was, can they manage this split push? And it looks like they're walking that line with great expertise. Tiger drawing 4 people into his lane, still getting away, and now they've taken mid.
UCAM is on the brink of winning this game. You can feel how the pressure is mounting. They have to be playing on those 2 lanes, have to be defending at 2 times. Oh, the silos.
Can't find the Heimerdinger, has to go out, and now Zamalek, well not Zamalek, Jack Spectra's gone. Look at that, they're just diving the towers. They don't care for your structures. UCAM's coming for the Nexus. They've got the bot lane they've got the bot lane wave. They have the Baron, they have the Void Remoras, and Heretics have nothing left in the tank. This series is going to 2-1. UCAM on the cusp